इफ यू गो विदाउट प्लान कि सोचा ही नहीं कि लिखना कैसे है और आपको पता ही नहीं है कि केस लॉ को प्रेजेंट कैसे करना है, देन व्हाट विल हैपन दैट यू विल गेट फुल मार्क्स बिकॉज मे बी यू न्यू एवरीथिंग बट यू डिडंट प्रेजेंटेड इट वेल. यू मे नो द होल सिलेबस बट यू नॉट मे नो हाउ टू प्रेजेंट इट. तो वो भी एक बहुत बड़ा ड्रॉबैक है फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स सिटिंग फॉर द प्रोफेशनल पेपर्स. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I am CS Jaspreet. Welcome back to another work study planning tips Wednesday video. I hope you all are doing well and I hope you all are preparing for December 2021 exams. Today's video is regarding the tips and tricks that I give to all the students regarding preparation, regarding strategies and regarding presentation as well. So today's video is dedicated on the presentation skill of a case law. Basically how to write case law, and I will be telling you one rule with which you can know how to present your case law in such a way that you score full marks. But before that, if you are someone viewing me for the first time, hi, I'm Jaspreet. I make videos for CA, CS, CMA students as well as members. I post a video on Monday, on Wednesday and Saturday sharp at 6 p.m. Please feel free to check the content I create and do hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that whenever I upload any video, you get notified. And of course, share my videos with your friends as well because it helps my channel to grow. So let's get started with the video. Now, when we talk about case laws or case studies, they are, I believe, the most important topic and the essential topics, whether it's CA, whether it's CS, whether it's CMA. But how to write them is another important thing. If you go without plan, कि सोचा ही नहीं कि लिखना कैसे है और आपको पता ही नहीं है कि केस लॉ को प्रेजेंट कैसे करना है, देन व्हाट विल हैपन कि एग्जाम हॉल में जाके यू विल एक्चुअली वेस्ट a lot of your time in thinking कि इसे हम लिखें कैसे, which is another bummer to you. It will waste your time and not just time, also your efforts. क्योंकि बाद में जब आप उसे लिखोगे तो भी वो 100% accurate नहीं होगा. It will not be 100% correct that you will get full marks because maybe you knew everything but you didn't presented it well. जितना पढ़ना इम्पॉर्टेंट है, जितनी प्रेपरेशन इम्पॉर्टेंट है, इट इज़ इक्वली इम्पॉर्टेंट टू प्रेजेंट योर पेपर इन अ ब्यूटिफुल वे एज वेल. एंड बाय सेइंग ब्यूटिफुल, आई डोंट मीन टू डेकोरेट योर पेपर, आई मीन टू present it well. And how to present it? Just follow this one rule for presenting your case laws and see the results yourself only. So there are two kinds of case laws. Firstly, when it is directly, asked from you, a story is being told to you, just similar to the case law that has already been decided by any authority, that is told to you in the question and you have to answer. For that case law, the rule you will follow is IRAC. That is, I stands for issue, R stands for rule of law, A stands for analyze and C stands for conclusion. By following this rule, you have to make your answer in such a way, you have to draft your case law and present it well. So these are the 4 short paragraphs that you will be writing in your paper, and of course you can add as many number of short paragraphs you want, but make sure the answer should not have anything unnecessary, but on the same hand it should have all the necessary things required. So the first short paragraph should be of issue. Issue is the problem behind the case law, and that is basically the question itself. You just have to take that problem out and write it there and tell the examiner that the issue is so and so, which is already mentioned in the question. It is basically taking it and writing it again. Secondly, rule of law. Now when you know the issue, you have to quote what sections, what provisions, what rules and which specific act is applicable on the question given to you, right? Because for example, it's the question of company law, then you know it is company law. But if it is a question of GIGL, then you have to find out which act is it. But for 80% times, the act would be mentioned in the question only. So pick it from there, right? In case of confusion, and find out the sections, the provisions, the rules, the regulations that all will be applicable on the issue mentioned, and try to write it and try to explain it beautifully so that the examiner knows that you know what is it in the, what contains the sections or the act or the provisions. ये बहुत ज़्यादा important है कि आप जो भी applicable sections हैं, applicable provisions हैं, applicable rules हैं, applicable regulations हैं, उन्हें अच्छे से draft करो. अगर आपको लगता है कि बहुत ज्यादा सेक्शंस हैं तो छोटे छोटे बहुत सारे पैराग्राफ्स बना दो. Now the sole purpose behind writing your answer in short paragraphs is that आपको भी लिखने में आसानी होगी, आपको भी पता रहेगा कि आपने क्या क्या चीज़ें लिख दी, एंड एग्जामिनर को चेक करने में बहुत हेल्प होगा. इट विल डेफिनेटली मेक अ डिफरेंस इन योर चेकिंग, इन सिक्योरिंग मार्क्स एज वेल, राइट. सो रूल ऑफ लॉ में आपको सारे के सारे एक्ट से रिलेटेड सेक्शंस, प्रोविजंस, रूल्स और रेगुलेशंस डालने हैं और उन्हें अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन करना है, उनका नाम बता के उनमें क्या व्हाट इज द एक्सप्लेनेशन गिवन इन दोज सेक्शंस, दोज रूल्स, दोज रेगुलेशंस, वो सब आपको बताना है. दैट विल help you score marks. Moving to the third part, analyze. Now you know the problem, now you know the issue, now you know the provisions or the rules also that are going to applicable. Now integrate both of the two parts. Take the issue and apply those rules on that issue, and that will be your analysis, because at the end analyze भी तो करना है कि होता क्या है. So analysis में आपको issue के ऊपर सारे के सारे अपने applicable rules, regulations, sections लगा देने हैं ताकि आप उसे अच्छे से present कर पाओ और analyze कर पाओ. And in the analysis portion only you can refer to the case law also that relates to the question. If you remember the name of the case law, the authority of the case law, तो वो सब आप इसी में डाल सकते हो, राइट. सो एनालिसिस एज द नेम सजेस्ट, आपको एनालाइज करना है प्रॉब्लम को विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द प्रोविजंस और विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द रूल्स एज आई टोल्ड इन द अबव पॉइंट. एंड फोर्थ एंड द लास्ट पॉइंट इज कंक्लूजन. अपने आंसर को, अपने केस लॉ को कंक्लूड करो इन अ वे दैट यू हैव टू टेल दैट व्हाट ऑल सेक्शंस आर एप्लीकेबल ऑन द इशू एंड व्हिच इज द केस लॉ दैट इज एक्चुअली रिलेटेड टू इट. If you can actually quote the similar decision that was quoted in the decision, nothing like that, the authority that gave the decision and the decision itself, and a little bit explanation. Now conclusion is very, very important, not just in case law but in normal answers also. I will definitely make a separate video on the presentation skills of the answers of the subjective paper also, but this is as only for the case laws. तो उसी के लिए मैंने आपको ये रूल बताया है, इस रूल को फॉलो करो. एंड व्हाट हैपेंस, व्हाट इज द नीड ऑफ इट. नाउ यू विल से व्हाट इज द नीड ऑफ इट. हमें तो सारा कुछ आता है, हमने केस लॉ के नेम्स भी लर्न कर लिए, अथॉरिटीज भी पता है, हमें डिसीजंस भी पता है, बट द एग्जामिनर डजंट नो कि आपको पता है. योर कम्युनिकेशन विद एग्जामिनर इज ओनली योर आंसर शीट, एंड दैट शुड बी fairly telling the examiner that yes, you know everything, and that could only happen if you have good presentation skills, believe me, right? So follow this rule. Now this doesn't mean कि अगर 4 points बोले हैं तो 4 ही paragraphs बनाने हैं. It is completely up to you. Relax yourself. आपको लगता है नहीं मैं analysis में मुझे 2 paragraphs बनाने हैं तो 2 बनाओ, आपको लगता है नहीं एक ही sufficient है तो एक ही रखो. That is up to you. That is your decision making skills that you have to decide. What I am telling you is that when you are beforehand prepared, that case law आएगा मुझे ऐसे present करना है, trust me, 50% of your job is done. When you go in the exam and when you face a case law and actually you know it but you don't know how to present it, there are higher chances of missing the important points. There are higher chances of not presenting in the way you wanted it to be, and you will not be satisfied and also disturbing the other questions of the paper, which we don't want. When you know how I am going to present now, right now you know that this is how I am going to present a case law, think like half job is done. अभी आपको सिर्फ पढ़ना है and concentrate करना है केस लॉ को and present करना है with the rule of IRAC. That is issue, rule of law, analysis and conclusion. Moving to the second type of case studies. Now because it's a professional paper, you're going to be a CA or a CS or a CMA, तो क्या होता है, it says that this happened in the company. Now you are a CA or you are a CS or you are a CMA, प्लीज सजेस्ट कि इसका क्या आंसर है. जहां पे एक प्रोफेशनल की सजेशन या रिकमेंडेशन पूछी जाती है, इट्स बीइंग आस्क्ड फ्रॉम यू, राइट, देन हाउ यू हैव टू आंसर इट. इट इज नॉट दैट many times many teachers, even I say that what, write your answers precisely, concisely, whatever is asked, just write that. But alongside that, it is also important that don't miss the important points. Precise और concise के चक्कर में important points भी मत छोड़ देना. Always take note of that. The important thing is that don't write what is not required, but on the same hand, don't miss what is important and required to be written. You have to cover all those things. You have to write all those things. So जब ऐसे questions पूछे जाते हैं, जब आपके suggestions पूछे जाते हैं, आपकी recommendations पूछी जाती हैं, तो उसे किस तरीके से आंसर करना है? तो आपको अपने आंसर को 5 parts में डिवाइड करना है, starting with the introduction. First of all, give the introduction that what actually you are trying to say or what actually the company wants to, wants you to tell. What is the introduction of the topic? Secondly, background. Always make a background of that. Whatever problem the company is bringing to you, please state a background with maybe relevant sections, relevant rules. कि जो भी problem आया, अगर problem meeting से related है तो meeting के sections quote करो. अगर board meeting है या general meeting है या director से related कोई suggestion है तो उनके sections quote करो. एक थोड़ा सा background, एक back story create करने की कोशिश करो, right? Thirdly, possible outcomes. You have to tell what will be the possible outcomes, right? कि क्या क्या solutions हो सकते हैं इस recommendations के, या what could I suggest? There is not always कि एक ही suggestion होगा. There could be more than one also. कि आप ये चीज भी कर सकते हो, ये चीज भी कर सकते हो, right? For that you have to let out or tell all the possible outcomes. Fourthly, recommendation. Fourth should be your recommendations कि according to you what do you think should be the ultimate recommendation, according to you what should be the best suggestion or the best recommendation for the company. आपको इस तरीके की recommendation देनी है कि वो company के benefit में हो. It should be to the best of the company. तो वो recommendation कौन सी है out of the possible outcomes you have to tell. And fifth and the last one, finalizing the case. Just like conclusion, in finalizing the case you have to finalize कि because this is the problem and as per the provisions of so and so sections I would recommend this thing. This is it. This is it. You don't have to jump on conclusions. ये बहुत important चीज है. Also in normal questions and especially in case laws and the questions that ask for your suggestions or your recommendations, please make sure that you don't jump to the conclusions. That is not a right way to even write an answer in the professional courses, right? Because examiner को तो नहीं पता how did you completely jumped on the conclusion. So always try to write whatever is required, right? So with this you can answer any kind of question or the case law that is being asked with your recommendation, with your suggestion, following these 5 tips, that is introduction, background, possible outcomes, recommendations and finalizing the case. So easy. That is it. बस इतने ही presentation skills हम सबको पता होना चाहिए, हम सबको पता होना चाहिए that this is how we are going to answer. So 50% of your work is done when you know that this is how I'm going to present my answer in the paper. When you know इस तरीके से मुझे जाके बस लिखना है, अब मुझे लर्न करना है. यू मे नो द होल सिलेबस बट यू नॉट मे नो हाउ टू प्रेजेंट इट. तो वो भी एक बहुत बड़ा ड्रॉबैक है फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स सिटिंग फॉर द प्रोफेशनल पेपर्स. अगर आप अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस ही नहीं कर पा रहे हो देन फॉर श्योर यू आर मिसिंग इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स एंड यू आर नॉट एबल टू कम्युनिकेट विद द एग्जामिनर इन द बेस्ट possible way, and that is what is much required, right? So I will be posting a video on the presentation skills of other answers, like normal answers also, how to present them in the best possible way to score more and more marks. So for that, subscribe to my channel and do hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload any video you get notified. And if you want to give any suggestion for any video, please feel free to write in the comment section and I will make sure to post a video on that. So I hope you found the video informative. अपने friends के साथ जरूर share करना. Subscribe to my channel if you have not done it yet, and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest and LinkedIn because I post a lot of there also. Especially on Instagram you get a sneak peek before it comes on the channel and I'm sure you would love it. Other than that, I also post lots and lots of information over there also. So feel free to check the other videos as well. I'll see you in my next. Till then, stay happy, stay blessed and keep the preparations on. Bye.